Hello everybody, James Payne here. Today we're going to make his catch-all tray. So let's get ready. Here we go. Okay, make sure you start with James Payne woodworking tray. That is very important. So now that you got your tray, here mine is pre-sealed everywhere but except where I pour the resin. So you grab a secret ingredient. Holographic paper. Yep, that's right. That's all it is, holographic paper. Measure it out. That way you can cut it to size to fit your tray, whether yours is a hexagon, oval, circle, whatever it may be. That's all I'm doing here is getting my dimensions, getting it all laid out. That way I can cut it out to the hexagon shape. So this is just peel and stick holographic paper that I purchased off of Amazon, so it's easy to find. I will put it down in the links below. So here, just cutting it to size. And then, of course, in real time, I fiddled with trying to get this off several times, seeing I have no fingernails. But anyway, hopefully it goes a little easier for you. And now that the easy part's done, let's get to the fun part. All right, mix up some tabletop resin from Moss. Get it measured out there, and then we'll add our Mixol and our Armor Art White. Of course, I recommend that you go real light on the color. Don't make it too opaque because then you'll lose the effect of the holographic paper behind it. Now I have this tray leaned toward the Moss Epoxy's tabletop bottle. That way it will consistently go downhill and not back up because I don't want the whole tray filled up just yet. So I'm putting a little extra white and dragging it out. This will give it a different effect. It won't give it such a uniform effect, so it'll change it up a little bit. Then on these smaller trays that have lips, I tend to blow toward the lip to get the white to blow out some first. And then I'll turn the heat gun back around. That way I can start blowing it out further. But if you try it first, you just really can't get it angled good. So this seems to work for me, play around with it, see what works for you. Now here is what I am checking the temperature just to show you all that right now I'm still at only 81 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, now I'll torch it. After I'm through torching it, I will show you the temperature that I get when I lace. So like I said, I had it at 80, so that tells you right there I did not have that heat gun turned up at all, really. Because I really didn't heat it up. Now the room was probably around 72 degrees. The epoxy itself was probably around 72 also. So I didn't heat that epoxy up very much at all when I blew it out. But now you can see the cells started to appear. And now I'm at 107 degrees, 109, 112. So you can see there, it heated up real quick, but temperature also dropped down drastically pretty quick. So really ain't no need to get it no hotter than about 112, all right? So it's the next day, it's done cured up, so I'm gonna sand it with 220, and then I'm gonna clean it off with a cotton t-shirt and denatured alcohol. Now I'll let that evaporate, and then I'll start my next pour. Now remember, if you get it in time, you can pour in the same day. I didn't have that advantage because I was doing two different pours, two different videos recording, so that just depends on the time that you have and whatsoever. So next pour, pretty well same object. Try to keep it flowing back that way, but I didn't level it out as good as I did last time, and it's gonna roll back on me. No biggie. The next pour, I'm gonna get this whole thing level. So I want this pour to be level for the next step because we're going to mill it. So make sure you get level, or here's the thing. I am going to use a CNC to mill this, as you can see in the next clips coming up. I'll program it, then I will mill it. Now, that's not to say that if you don't have a CNC, you can't do this project. You can still do this project. You just may have to either use a Cricut, or you can even hand paint the letters that you may need, or the shape or design, whatever it may be. Now you just see me here, I'm zeroing out, touching off, getting all my heights of my cutter right. But this, I let it cut the first, I think 5 or 6 characters, and I didn't like the depth of cut, so I went back and reprogrammed it to cut a little deeper, and that's the reason it's starting over. So I'll let you watch a little CNC action here. Hopefully you don't fall asleep. So I've got the tray mounted down with blue tape and super glue, of course, so holds real well. It's worked for me ever since I've got it. I haven't had no issues yet, so yay. So now that it's done cutting, we will fill it with some Moss Epoxy tabletop resin. We've got some yellow pigment in there, and we're using a syringe. I do not want to get too messy with this, because after I get it all filled up, I will scrape it, and then I will also take a paper towel and use some denatured alcohol to clean the excess up around the letters, being very, very careful. And then there you have it. Merry Christmas. Yes, it's not even near Christmas, but I wanted to go ahead and get a jump on this. Now the last step is to put a sealer coat on it, and I'm using Art Pro here. And then your product is complete. Here it is. Hope you like it. Make your piece have a little extra bling bling. Merry Christmas, everybody. Even though it's not Christmas. Merry Christmas. And as always, if you like this, hit the subscribe button. Y'all have a good one now. And get out there and make something. New video coming hopefully in the next few weeks too. See y'all.